Telangana state. We as a pilot project, we are presenting our fecal stress treatment plan, which is located in our municipality. It's commissioned recently in 2020, and we are projecting it as a project. Basically, if we see the sewer system, how the functioning is available, like how the contaminated water, wastewater is being disposed into on-site contamination. Majorly from how the septic tanks from black water, gray water, and whatever from the septic tanks and the soap pits, from wherever be the water coming from the commercial residential areas are disposed openly into the water bodies and landforms. Later, what is majorly like sanitation is, we say that the sanitation is not just about toilets, but also the whole value chain. What whole value chain? It is like sanitation value chain, where not only there are only user interface or containment or any individual subject. It is completely related to user interface, containment, and collection, and how it is utilized, like reuse contents. And in what phase we are utilizing this sanitation value chain in our ULB, we are focusing on it. Later, how this sanitation value chain, how we in our ULB are focusing in how making it action plan. So basically, in the user interface, we have to introduce individual toilets, public toilets and community toilets, which are the functioning our ULB. We have we have constructed through SBM, Swachh Bharat mission. We have constructed about 100% 100% individual IHL toilets in our ULB. And later in the containment zone, septic tanks, single pits, twin pits, masons, we are like maintaining the regular maintenance, like how they are maintained. Like we are have organized a unique license-based desludging operators from our ULP and also the private operators. Later, the collection system, we are making a better practice system, like how this mechanized vehicles are taking the septic tank water to the FSTP. And centralized STP, our function is like we have constructed FSTP at Nalgonda, which is a very strong demand for our population, which holds about 2 lakh above, as we are an Amrut city. And how this reuse of this value chain, like what are the reuse standards? We are completely making our FSTP utilized for this wastewater is utilized for plantation purpose. Domestic water is used for plantation purpose. Later, what is the basic, like what is the current practice of fecal sludge disposal? Presently, we are seeing how this fecal sludge disposal is going in farmlands and water bodies. See how these farmlands and water bodies are affected. See, we could see when it is disposed into farmlands, how these plants are like affecting plant growth. Household living near farmlands are being affected with fecal or oral contamination, transmission through surface runoff. And when we are going with farmlands, how this difficulties are happening. And coming to these water bodies, high risk of fecal oral contamination, and how this outbreak has happened with disease across population, and how impact on flora and fauna and water bodies, unpleasant smell and visual interface. If we treat fecal sludge, if fecal sludge is treated, this is our fecal sludge FSTP located in Nalgonda municipality. If we with fecal sludge, how it is utilized, like need and preference, how it is important to the people, how this reduce smell and visual display of outputs. Our major interface is like we are with zero sludge to reduce health and environmental risk. Dedicated place for disposal. We have a very centralized, dedicated place for easy to regulate from our ULB to FSTP. Economic viability, getting a revenue generation end product. Majorly, our project objectives are test, Basically, our project objective is to establish an independent fecal sludge treatment as a pilot project, sir, to ensure good O&M of sanitation infrastructure, which leads to reduction of risk to public health and environment. To treat this to be prescribed reuse standards, sir, to produce a hygienic and safe byproducts to reuse. A major objective of our ULP regarding FSTP is to achieve vision making urban areas ODF place, and we are in the race of GFC 3-star rating. To achieve our strategy based on our policy of Telangana State GOMS 175 76 FSSM policy, which was enabled from CDMA Telangana State. So when we are going with our basic infra, like basic Nalgonda profile, we are located in the 90 kilometers southeast of Hyderabad, which is the capital of Telangana. Our civic status is we are the special grade municipality, Amrit City. The population comes with present. We are in the population of about 2 lakh population. When coming to our area, it's about 105 square kilometers. We have covered about 48 wards. Vast area in the total. When our toilet system is functional, we are the ODF-free city, and also like if you see the water supply and the sanitation status, we have the 100% coverage in the Amrit city. And when coming to the urban underground drainage system, under an UIDSSMP scheme, we have proposed with 2 STPs, treatment plans, which have like models of WSP and MBBR. In WSP, it is about 17.16 MLD of so like its capacity. Since this for this capacity, we have covered total core area completed, but still it is in the functional stage. Like we are collecting the sewage from all the wards and making it to about functionality. Later, for solid waste management, we are collecting about 100% collection and transportation, and about processing about 85% processing. So when our location concerned, what is the selection criteria of our site FSTP? It is in quality and quantity of fecal sludge which we are collecting all over the city, and land availability, since it is an government land provided here. How affordable is the O&M cost, reasonable capital cost and construction area requirements, reuse standards and its byproducts, discharge standards for its safe disposal, and also the climatic conditions. Please look into the site's layout plan, where the site area is about 1 acre and the plant area covers about 840 square meters. Coming to the capacity, our FSTP capacity is 275 KLD, and the site developer is CGR JV Private Limited, is of the Hyderabad-based contractor. And how this development mode is a PPP mode on BOT hybrid and unity base. It is about lease period of 10 years, which we are contracting with them. When compared to the capital expenditure, the total site FSTP has constructed within a capital expenditure of 1.75 crores, and O&M is about expected to, for the first year, it is expected to like 85 lakhs. Coming to the treatment approach, we see the treatment procedure from basically from the starting equalization tank to the anaerobic tank, later from the E-cell reactor to the anaerobic biocleaner, anaerobic tank, the functioning system and the biocleaners, where we are focusing on the zero sludge treatment, where in the E-cell reactor, the COD levels would be decreased to 70%, up to 70%. When coming to the biocleaners, COD would be decreased from 70% to 95 to 97%, where we could finally give about only zero sludge from the treatment, while the output would be only zero sludge. Maybe of light, like slow, like less sludge would be produced, but it is not in a much utilization procedure. But the treated waters which we are using for the treatment is 90% utilized for us. Okay. When coming to our like present treatment procedures, there are 9 stages of treatment where we could see the major aspect is living, how it is living for zero sludge procedures, and the operational timing and like timings and operational hours where each treatment procedure is functioning, how much operational hour in HRT rates. Coming to the layout plan, this is the FSTP constructed in our seeing the procedure like from equalization tank to aeration tank, EC electrodes, and all the contents are visible here, sir. Let to this screens, like how the functionality from screens equalization tank. When coming to this bar screens, how these mechanical filters are utilized, and equalization tank. In the equalization, there are main two objectives like flow control and homogenization of contaminated flow, where the coarse diffusers are installed in the bottom and the blowers are installed on the surface for the like this agitation the contaminants which are coming to this equalization tank. The main specialty of this equalization tank is in the during the peak hours, the septage comes at high rate. While the septage comes in the this equalization tank stores the septage in its chamber and let it out during its non-peak hours when there is no little income of sewage. Coming to the anaerobic digestion is a collection of process by which microorganisms break down this biodegradable material in the absence of oxygen. In this whole process, the solids are decomposed into stable substances. After this digestion reduces the total mass of solids, destroys pathogens, which finally results in the reduce of COD levels to about up to 70%. When we consider about anaerobic digestion, if we take about 100 kgs of COD influent, from 100 kgs of COD influent, it is processed in the anaerobic digestion. It releases about 40 to 45 cubic meters of biogas, and effluent will be 10 to 20 kgs of COD, leaving 5 kgs of sludge, leaving about 70% of methane gas. When coming to the E-cell reactor, it is a degradation process for destruction of in the wastewater and removal of same as suspended impurity through the combined process of electrolysis and electrocoagulation. This comes to the aeration tank, which functions at the heart of treatment system. The bulk of treatment is provided here, employing microbes, bacteria for the process. As we know, I explained before that in this same section, there would be the COD levels would be reduced from 90 to 95%, leaving zero sludge, which is the main content of our treatment plan. Like we are releasing about leaving only the zero sludge. So coming to the effluent of aerobic tank, channelized to tube settling tanks, returns are provided to equalization tank and aerobic tank to provide partial treatment process. In this process, these microorganisms are facultative and they can survive in both presence and absence of oxygen. The next coming to this settling tanks, these tube settlers are the main system where the available suspended solids available in the treated water separates automatically solids from the liquids. Through these tube settlers, how these solids would be separated from this is the main content where we could get treated water. There is one outlet channel to the unit. A lamella pack are installed at the bottom side of inlet channel. Automatic air pipe are provided at the bottom of the tube settling tanks. At the bottom, there will be sludge beneath the sediments. Chambers is provided. Outlet is provided outside the inlets.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Could you please
continue the next procedure? It's horizontal subsurface flow. Sir?
Ma'am, could you please conclude the presentation because we are running out of time?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. This is the O&M, like what are the consumable levels, both energy and chlorine, which is utilized, and the manpower, like 1 supervisor and 3 security guards as a manpower present there. Majorly, the O&M which we are concluding is like power consumption. We have installed about 15 kV solar power plant under net metering scheme, which will be generating 67.5 kilowatts per day. And since it is a pilot project, the developer is also planning for solar steel lights yet to be installed, because it is in the plan. Like they are about to make it this 2 months. Like it produces saves about more power consumption, so that this current can be utilized. This power can be utilized in the treatment facilities. This is the list of maintenance periodically in each content, how it is maintained, like once in a month or once in 15 days. The maintenance conditions. These are the parameters of the septage to be treated. Like what are the parameters? Like we are after the treated water which has come, we took it to the test samples, and later these test samples results as with a how results in the average as per the limits of CPCB, sir, which we have made out of the result. When coming to this 75 KL FSTP, this is the table where we could see for the 1 how this 1 month, what is the fecal sludge treated. Like if it is a capacity of 75 KLD as a pilot project, the volume which we would receive on an average is 4 KLD. When it is treated, about 90% of the water will be treated. Like about 3 KLD is utilized for our domestic purpose. This is the Nalgonda town roadmap. This is a holistic fecal sludge management. We are planning for for our way forward. When we are coming for the management technique, like we are including we are having a toll-free number where citizens can call directly and request for a desludging service. Like we are making a toll-free number of 14420, where each customer from Nalgonda municipality can call us and make call for any desludging service that they would come to their doorsteps. Later from there we have took this we have licensed and this private desludging operators who started moving to our dumping site, moving to your fecal sludge treatment plant, new fecal sludge treatment plant located in Shamagudam in our ULB. Also, we are maintaining good standards of FSTP operator and tractor operator who are wearing their PP kit, since it is very essential, it is mandatory for them to gloves, masks, gumboots, aprons, etc. Later, the next step is implementing O&M at FSTP. As I mentioned earlier, how this power it's been utilized by this FSTP. Implementing FSSM plan, we are collecting the penalties from consumers and also the discharging operators who are violating the rules.
Ma'am, please conclude the presentation.
Here are the conditions where we are we are how these discharging operators impanel from in our ULB. We have this recently in the last September. These are the posters, like we are producing IEC activity. We are enabling in our we have done many campaigns regarding this IEC activity in our ULB, and making everyone aware that you have to utilize this septic tank discharging operators to emptying your septic tanks, everything, sir. Thank you, sir. We are ending with our presentations.
Any questions I have? Very simple question. Number one, how are you measuring the outcomes of your excellent effort? Number two, what is the process of getting the citizens' feedback into the system?
Our voice is not audible, sir.
How are you getting the citizen feedback into the system? And number two, how are you measuring the outcomes of your excellent effort?
So regarding the citizen feedback, we have a citizen service monitoring system.
Mhm.
We have an app called Citizen Buddy. All over Telangana, each individual ULB has their own app, like ULB app Citizen Buddy, where we would receive our feedback, like also not only feedback, also the complaints which they would raise in the citizen feedback. There are it is an app produced by the Telangana state. There we could get the feedback, sir.
Okay. And how do you measure the outcomes?
So
Measurement of the outcome.
sir, voice is not audible, sir.
How do you measure the outcomes of your project?
Sir, since it is an pilot project, since it is only the capacity of 75 KLD, in the initial stage, we are receiving from 8 septic tanks, which is a total of 4.2 KLD day. We would increase our capacity of tankers later so that there would be a more production.
Okay. Your
See,
connection is good.
sorry. Sorry, Bhushan ji.
हाँ जी.
नहीं, मैं आपको इंटरेस्ट capacity of the plant is 75 kiloliter per day.
Yes.
Whereas you are able to empty only 4.5. So was there a mismatch in the calculation, or you are projecting for future? And
Yes,
if you are
yes,
projecting for future, could you not have done it incrementally?
Madam, we are collecting from only few private discharging operators, which we are receiving about 4.2 KLD per day, madam.
Yeah, that's right. So why did you install a plant capacity 75 KLD?
Madam, please, your voice is not audible, ma'am. Please let us.
See,
Maybe
when your empty capacity is only 4.5 KLD per day, why did you install
Yes,
a plant of capacity 75 KLD? You could have added the capacity as and when your
ma'am, based on our population, we have about, ma'am, based on our population, it's about 2 lakh. Our population about population, ma'am, the present population. Based on the population, we require more than 75 KLD, but as a pilot project, it was like on a feasibility, the 75 KLD.
Please understand, I am not saying no. You have to keep plan for future expansion. I am agreeing. But what I'm saying is, instead of installing it right now, you could have kept on adding on incrementally as and when your capacity of feeding the inputs increase. That is number one. Number two is your installation cost was 1.5 crore, whereas your OMM is 85 lakh per year. Is it a bit too high? And second thing is after you got the thing difficult output got treated, can you not use it as a compost and sell it out and get some revenue for the municipality? Have you tried that? And have you estimated the treated water you are using for irrigation purpose, or watering the plants and all that? Are you calculating the notional value of that water which has been generated after treatment? So that's what Bhushan ji was also asking. What is your outcome?
Treated, sludge is being treated, and the output of this treated water we are utilizing for a domestic plantation. We have not put any revenue generation till now, so that we could not, we have not in a stage of making any revenue presently, ma'am.
Okay.
For the
Okay,
safety
fine,
of
thank you. Okay, fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you.